Making money as a trader is one of the most difficult things to do, in my opinion. Traders usually have a difficult time keeping the money or making money in general. In this video, I want to tackle some of the reasons traders are unprofitable and ways to tackle it. With that being said, let's dive into it. The first main reason I believe traders have a difficult time making money is they have no idea what they're doing. Now, you can't expect yourself to dive into the markets or dive into anything in general and just be good at it. You have to understand it takes time and you need real education to understand how the market works, how to trade, and actually put on the real trades. A lot of traders think when they take education, when they watch videos, when they consume information, they will magically become a good trader. Learning is one part. Most of the learning, most of the experience comes from actual trading, when you're actually on the battlefield, when you're actually putting on trades. So if you have the education component down, and let's say that's checked off and you have the good education, good foundation, that's one piece of it. The second piece of it is you putting on real trades. Most traders miss that part out. They think, hey, I've learned a certain strategy or I've learned how to trade the markets and now I should be ready to go. Take that with a grain of salt, just by understanding that if you have the education, cool. Now you have to apply it, which is the most difficult part in my opinion. So if you got the education component down and now you're going into the applying part, these are some things I would recommend you to do. Number one, start off with paper trading, but also keep in mind that paper trading is good for a certain period of time just to understand and get a feel of the markets, get a feel of the platform. But paper trading itself is not real trading. Like, it will not allow you to take the information you've learned and apply it to the real markets because your emotions and your mental blocks are not involved. Once you have the education component down, then maybe you've paper traded, go and apply these methods to the real market and see if it's working. And if you don't want to apply it with real money, you can always go and back test. The next reason why a lot of traders have a hard time being profitable is they have no real edge. As a trader, you need to have an edge in the markets. You need to understand what strategy you are going to trade, what strategies maybe you're going to trade, or what your approach to the market is, and you have to make sure these strategies or strategy is back tested. It is proven that it has a good success rate. So your job as a trader is to identify strategies that fit within yourself, that fit within your personality, right? So I've seen traders that try to scalp and they don't have the personality to maybe be a scalper or to be quick on their feet. They go into the markets, they replicate strategies from other people that they see on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and they're like, I want to trade exactly how this person trades. It's a good approach of learning and understanding, but if you want to really excel, you have to take bits and bits of pieces from other traders, understand what they're trading, how they're trading, and then kind of build your own playbook and understand that, hey, this is my personal approach to the market. This is my personal way of approaching things in general, and this is my personality. And based on my personality, these are the trading methods that I think fit best with me. And this is the edge, or this is the approach I want to take on the market. I see a lot of traders when they put on trades, it's all random. There's no consistency of the trade idea, there's no consistency of the trade execution, and there's no consistency of just the trade in general. If you have that kind of randomness in your trading, you don't have the real edge, this will make it very hard for you to scale your trading, go to the next level, or even just be profitable in general. Strategy hopping is the next reason that some traders have a very hard time in being profitable. Now, I see traders that have a good understanding of the markets, they have a good understanding of what they're trading, they have an edge, but whenever their strategy or edge stops working, which is normal by the way in the markets, they immediately abandon that strategy. They go, okay, well, this strategy has been working, or my approach has been working for 2 months or a month. Now for 1 week it stopped working. I need to jump ship and go and find a new strategy. Now the problem with this is traders don't understand that their strategy will work well under certain market conditions, and some other market conditions the strategy will have a completely difficult time in evolving, right, or excelling. So when you have these strategies outlined and you have your criteria and you have your full idea of the strategies, you need to understand what market conditions are these strategies viable for. Maybe they're viable for all market conditions. What approach do I have to change in my trading if the market gets flat, if the market starts range bounding, if the market is accelerating, if we have gap up or gap down days? What do I need to change Do I need to hold on to the strategy during these moments, or can I adapt to the market? So if you do have a strategy that has proven some results, do not abandon it the moment it stops working. Instead, understand why it's not working. Maybe it's you're just putting on bad trades. Maybe it's the market that's adjusted, or maybe sometimes the strategy was never really a real strategy and you were just getting lucky. That could also be it, right? But it's your job to identify which one it is and actually put in the time and effort to understand these components. No discipline and no patience. I see traders all the time that have a good strategy, that have good risk management, that have everything on like the technical side down. But when it comes to them personally, they have no discipline on following their plan, no discipline on executing what they said they were going to execute, no patience on like waiting for their trades to formulate or their trade setups to come to them. These people wake up, rush to put on trades, rush to make money. And this ultimately, is more of a personal problem than it is a trading problem, in my opinion. So their personal problems, their personal issues usually bleed into trading. So I always say a person cannot be disciplined in trading and not be disciplined in their personal life, and vice versa. You can't be disciplined in one part and not disciplined in the other part. Either you are naturally, you've developed yourself to be disciplined, you've developed yourself to, have patience or have parameters to develop these things, or you will not be able to achieve it in trading. So for example, let's just say in your personal life, you say, hey, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. And when it comes to, in your personal life, when it comes to these things, you don't do it. What do you think is going to happen when you're trading? And immediately when you put on a trade, you're like, well, I'm going to follow my stop. I'm going to put this position on. I'm going to wait until, 10 a.m. I'm going to wait for the 10-minute candle to formulate. I'm going to actually follow my game plan. What do you think is going to happen? The same thing that happens in your personal life, which is you won't follow your plan. You won't listen to yourself. So if you're having a hard time being disciplined or being patient, right, in your trading, go outside of your trading first, develop this in your personal life, be disciplined in all aspects of your life. If you say you're going to go to the gym at a certain time, make that a natural habit every single day. Hey, I've committed to doing this and I will make sure I keep moving forward by doing this. And when you do that in your personal life, you'll start noticing it transitions into your trading. And in trading, you need extreme amounts of discipline and extreme amount of patience, right? Because most of trading is you waiting for setups. It's not you putting trades on all the time. Most of trading is you waiting, you sitting on your hands and you waiting for the right opportunity to come, and you as a trader being able to recognize this opportunity and execute upon the opportunity. And that is your job as a trader. That's what we get paid to do. We get paid to recognize opportunities and execute on it, not sit in front of a computer for 10 hours and just put random trades that have no consistency or no edge behind them. If you are having a hard time with being disciplined or being patient, develop that on the outside of your trading first, and then you will see it slowly transition into your trading. Tight time horizon. I see traders always, when they enter the market, they give themselves like a 1 month window or a 2 month window or a 3 month window saying, hey, I have this short period of time to achieve profitability or consistency as a trader. And this usually creates very tough pressure for traders. And we as traders, we don't need to make our job more stressful. We don't need to add more pressure. So when we give ourselves this tight horizon, we naturally just make it more difficult for ourselves. Like, why are we making something that shouldn't be as difficult for us for no reason? If you're starting out or you're having a difficult time trading, get rid of the I need to be profitable in 1 month, I need to be profitable in 2 years. Go and flip it and say, you know what? I'm going to give myself 2 years, and I'm going to give myself proper 2 years of focusing on the market, focusing on what I need to do. And in those 2 years, or let's just say 1 year, I'm not focused on making money. I'm not focused on being profitable. I'm focused on becoming a better trader. I'm focused on these following things. I'm focused on identifying an edge, focused on identifying what works for me. I'm focused on understanding and learning about the markets as much as I can, learning more about myself. What works for me? How do I respond to a losing day? How do I respond to a winning day? How do I respond to my stop losses? How do I respond when the price starts rallying and I have FOMO? How do I naturally respond? So my goal is to understand these things year one, instead of year one, I want to try to make money, or year one, I want to make X amount of money. That should not be the goal. And I see when traders create that pressure for themselves, they have a really, really difficult time on being profitable or even just staying alive. because that pressure builds and it makes them put on trades or force trades or take trades that they shouldn't really be taking.